Hello, mega exercises. This is the muscle lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle.
Hashtag exercise your muscle.
Whoa, mega exercises. We are in week 10 of this series that we are calling Power. Wow, week 10 of learning about this power that we are born with, this natural apparent power that each one comes packaged with, right? So we have learned that you come with apparent power. So it is apparent that, you love to cook. It's apparent that when you touch that ball on that soccer field, magic happens. It's apparent that when you speak, it's apparent there's something different about you, right? And we have learned that it is your duty to convert this apparent power into real power. Power that people in your world can use, can consume, and can benefit from, right? If you don't convert it, it remains imaginary power. So you just imagine, I can be this, I could be this, I know I've got this, it's just all imaginary. Imagining what you could be, you're imagining what you could do with this talent that you've been given with, right? So we have learned that it is your duty to convert this, not only for yourself, but for the benefit of the people of your world that you find yourself in. So let's go to this magical equation, right? Remember, I promised, and I'm sure by now I've made well to my promise that if you skip this lesson in high school, by now, guys, you understand this power equation, you know its relevance to your life, and you like it, right? So, power equals to energy over time. And how did we translate this to our journey as we are exercising our muscle? Is that power or influence equals to exercise your muscle over time. So, the amount of time you invest into exercising your muscle results in either higher influence or higher power with this talent muscle that you have, or if you don't even know that you've got this talent muscle, or you ignore it and you don't invest time into exercising it, automatically the power and the influence you have non-existent. What does that mean? It means that if your talent muscle, for example, is baking, if people don't know that you've got the talent muscle, nobody's going to place orders with you. Nobody's ever going to ask you to bake a cake. Nobody's ever going to ask to taste your cake, right? So you've got zilch influence, you've got zilch power with that talent muscle. If you want to have power or influence with this gift that you're given, you need to invest time into exercising your talent muscle. Cool, so it's been a phenomenal journey, guys, and if you've missed any of the episodes, I ask, please just go back because we're building on it and it only makes sense. This video will only make sense if you've seen the previous videos, right? So look at the equation again. Power equals to energy over time. We've spoken about power, the different power that you can have, and your duty in converting the power that you're born with into usable power. We've spoken about energy. So today we are actually going to speak about time. So time is a measurement of non-stop, constant change in your environment. What does this mean? Firstly, time is non-stop. It's taking every second. Right now, time is going, right? Consistent. It's consistent and your environment is changing, right? This simply means that from the time that you figured out what your talent muscle is to the time that you started exercising it. So that there's a lapse of time. Your surrounding was changing. Time doesn't wait for you to first go discover what is my talent muscle. Time is moving. That means if right now I need a cake, and you don't know what your talent muscle is. Time is moving, your surrounding is moving. I, in your world, am not going to wait for you to first go figure out what is your talent muscle, go exercise it. I'm going to find somebody that has already discovered their talent muscle, that is exercising their talent muscle, meaning if you don't use time to your benefit, you are losing out. If you have not discovered what your talent muscle is and you're doing something about it, you're doing something to gain power and influence in it, time is constantly moving forward. You are being left behind. Then you can't be angry at people who use time to their benefit to perfect their skill, to gain more influence and therefore gain the byproducts, money and influence and the houses. You can't be angry at them because they use time to their benefit. Remember, time is a measure of constant change in your surrounding. If you are not using time to your benefit, your world still changes. Your world still moves forward. You are given this talent muscle to benefit your world, to beautify your world. If you don't, time doesn't wait. Have you ever seen where you get an idea or you've got an idea, you've got this dream and you waste time? Time doesn't wait for you, right, to implement. Time doesn't wait for you. Oh, shame, muscle lady, shame. She doesn't know that she's good at this. It goes, whoever uses it to their benefit. So somebody who doesn't even, who hasn't even perfected their skill, if they use time for their benefit, they benefit. You've seen you've got this idea, this brilliant idea, and you're still working on it. You're taking time, not for your benefit, but you are being lagged behind while time is moving forward. They implement it, so they use time for their benefit. They implement something, substandard according to your thoughts and to your plans, but they will still benefit. So time is constantly changing, meaning your surroundings are always changing. You need to use time for your benefit, meaning move with the time. You also should be consistently changing. Your talent muscle should be consistently changing. What you know today, the influence you have today should be better than what it was yesterday. Tomorrow, what you know and what you do with your talent muscle should be better than what it is today. You should be constantly changing. You should be constantly growing. You should be constantly exercising your muscle. Why? So that you benefit from this measurement of time. Time doesn't wait for us. But if you work with time, if you use it to your advantage, you benefit, right? Time is constantly moving. If you are not constantly moving, people with less skill, with less exercise muscle than you will benefit. Then we can't be angry at them. We can't be angry at God. We can't be angry at our families. Oh man, because we didn't use time for our benefit. Time is constantly changing. Time is constantly moving forward. Use it to your benefit. Exercise your muscle. Even if it's just little things that you do daily, that you do weekly, you need a plan, all right? We've spoken about this in our previous videos before. You need a plan. You need a daily plan. You need a weekly plan, a monthly plan. How are you going to use time to your benefit? If you procrastinate, you are using time negatively. Right? Time will affect you negatively if you procrastinate. Procrastinating just means you're dreaming about it, but you never do something. You never change with your environment. You don't use time to your benefit. Use time to your benefit. Mega exercises. We all have 24 hours in a day. Nobody has 23 hours. Nobody has 26 hours. The rich people don't have more time than us. They are not more special than us. We all have the same amount of time. They just use it for their benefit. Ever heard that time is money? They value time. We need to start valuing time. That simply means have a plan for every hour. If you're going to relax for 2 hours, if you're going to relax for 3 hours or spend time with friends, have a plan for that. Don't let the constant change just happened to you, right? Remember, time is a consistent change in your environment. Don't let it just happen to you. Plan for it. Plan, how am I going to exercise this talent muscle? I know what my talent muscle is. I have this plan for the future. This is what I want it to look like. What's your plan? That's how you use time for your benefit. Otherwise, time will consistently move. You are lagging behind. You can't catch up with time. Nobody trusts you with your talent muscle. Then you can't be angry with people that are actually using time for the benefit and they are gaining the benefits. So from this, what we can learn is time is constantly moving. Our surrounding is constantly changing. We need to use this for our benefit, our advantage. How do we do that? Plan. This week, this is what I hope to achieve with my talent muscle. By the end of this month, this is what I want to see. By the end of this year, we still got a couple of months left, right? Plan for it. How do you want to see your talent muscle growing? How do you want to see your influence growing, right? Remember, we said you invest time into it. That means have a plan. Otherwise, if you procrastinate, aka allow time to just happen and you are lagging behind, people with less skill than you who use time for their benefit will get the benefit. This is the Muscle Lady, here to remind you to exercise your muscle.
Hashtag exercise your muscle.
Thank you for watching this video. I truly value you. Please share the link with your family and friends so that they also may learn how to exercise their muscle. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you will be notified whenever a new video comes out. Also, please drop a comment. Let us know how you are exercising your muscle, the lessons you have learned, so that other mega exercises can learn from your journey. Click here for the previous videos in this series of power and click here for the previous series on the caterpillar. Until next time, this is the Muscle Lady, here to remind you to exercise your muscle.